Back is one of the biggest muscle groups of the body, and not all of us have the time and energy to hit 6 different variations of multiple sets. So if you had to pick only 3 back exercises for hypertrophy, here's a minimalist but deadly effective combo covering all key movement patterns of the back, that is a vertical pull, horizontal pull, and one lat focused isolation. But before we get started, I am not a certified coach or something, but I do like to think that whatever I did for my back has seemed to work quite well for me. So I don't see why it shouldn't work for you. I am only going to be sharing my opinions in this video, so let's jump in. The first exercise is going to be the lat pull down for lat width. I think lat pull down is probably the best exercise for your lats. If the machine is good enough, you get a complete stretch on each rep, which is the most important for hypertrophy, and it's much more stable than body weight pull-ups. Here are some form tweaks to make your lat pull downs more effective. On every rep, slightly lean back about 10 to 15 degrees and stick your chest up. Think like pulling to your upper chest and not to your chin. My favorite grip to use is a medium grip just outside the shoulder width. It feels super comfortable in the shoulders and gives the deepest stretch possible. Initiate the pull by driving your elbows down and imagining your hands as hooks. I highly recommend you to use grip straps because they really help a lot in increasing the mind muscle connection, as well as holding on longer, which can help you do 2 or 3 additional reps. You don't need to pause at the bottom and can just bounce from the contracted part. Don't waste your energy in pausing down there because we have enough scientific evidence that it's not as beneficial for hypertrophy as the stretched part. Instead, control the eccentric for 2 to 3 seconds on your way up and pause at the top stretched part for a second. That's much more optimal. The next exercise is the chest supported T-bar row for middle back thickness. This movement is so perfect scientifically that I can guarantee if you do this, you will immediately get your back sore. So here are some form tweaks from my side. As I stated earlier, pull with your elbows, not your hands. Think as if you're gonna elbow your kidnapper who's grabbing you from the back. Keep your chest glued to the pad throughout and don't keep adjusting after every single rep or cheat with momentum. You can curl your back but just don't get it off the chest pad. Use a neutral grip if possible for better range of motion and joint comfort. What grip you use doesn't matter that much, but for that lower trap thickness, I suggest use the slanted grip, and if your focus is rear delts and upper traps, use the straight grips. Again, at the top, you don't need to squeeze your shoulder blades hard for a second. Pull just to the point where your arms are bent 90 degrees. You don't have to waste your energy in feeling the squeeze. It's not as beneficial for hypertrophy. Instead, let your shoulder blades sink forward every rep and always control your eccentric slowly. And finally, it's going to be the cable pullover for lat isolation. This is probably the best lat isolation exercise in my opinion if performed correctly. Here are some form tweaks to make it the most effective. Keep your elbows slightly bent and locked in that position. Movement should only come from your shoulder joint. Straighten your arms completely over your head such that both your biceps are next to your ears, allowing a full stretch. Now, as you get in this position, slowly move ahead leaning downward till the point where the cable is perpendicular to your body. This is the exact position we want. Maximum moment arm in the completely stretched state. Don't just stay up there and feel the stretch, but come ahead leaning forward to get that tension on your lats. Then pull behind without letting your chest take over. As you come up for a full contraction, don't just stay down there, but instead come up mostly straight till you feel the most tension on your triceps. Once you start feeling a lot of tension on the triceps, that's when you stop your concentric and go ahead for your next eccentric. This trio hits all 3 main functions of your back and are for the most part enough for overall back development. Hope you found this video helpful and subscribe for more.